Zidane had named him his toughest opponent. Zanvi had called him a role model, and Pep Guardiola had described him as the best central midfielder in his generation. Adored by both teammates and opponents alike, Paul Scholes was considered by many to be one of the best footballers the game ever witnessed. But the real question is, was he truly a legend, or were those just kind words from players just that? Words. His early life. Paul Scholes was born on November 16, 1974 in Salford, Greater Manchester, England. He started his youth career with Manchester United and quickly made his way up through the ranks. By 1993, at just the young age of 18, Scholes made his professional debut for Manchester United in a League Cup match against Port Vale. Playing style. Paul Scholes was known for his incredible passing ability and his ability to score goals from long range. He was also a tenacious tackler and a hard-working player who was always willing to put in the extra effort for his team. As a young midfielder, he was known for long shots and late runs into the box, which resulted in a lot of goals early on. As many players do, also, Scholes had adapted his game in later years by positioning himself deeper on the pitch and operating more like a quarterback. Career highlights. Throughout his career, Paul Scholes won numerous accolades and achievements. He won the Premier League 11 times with Manchester United and the Champions League twice. He was even a key member of England's national team, earning 66 caps and representing his country in both the 2002 and 2006 World Cup respectively. Even if he was a superstar, Scholes wasn't quite like other Premier League players. He was so dedicated to Manchester United that he didn't even have an agent. Seriously, who else in the Premier League doesn't have an agent? Roy Keane has on several occasions praised him for his focus on football and that he had no time for other quote-unquote superstar habits. In 2011, Scholes decided to hang up his boots after Manchester United had won yet another Premier League title, with the introverted maestro playing a vital role in their success. He went into the coaching staff to work with the reserve team, and only 6 months later, United was competing fiercely with their neighbor Manchester City for the league title. However, City seemed stronger than ever under Roberto Mancini, and United struggled to replace Scholes in central midfield. Both Cleverley and Anderson struggled with injuries, and the young center back Phil Jones had to play several games in midfield along with veteran Michael Carrick. After a period of training with the reserve team, he started to regret his decision of retirement. The desire to play football for Manchester United was still there. So, he approached Sir Alex Ferguson to propose a comeback, and in January 2012, Scholes surprised his teammates with a comeback in a 3-2 win against Man City at Etihad Stadium in the FA Cup. Scholes just couldn't help United to stop City from winning the Premier League, which they did in the last minute of the season on a goal difference. Sir Alex Ferguson swore revenge, and Paul Scholes had helped United win back the Premier League title, his 11th league title of the club. He finished his career with almost 500 league games and more than 100 goals for the Red Devils. In spite of his successful club career and a number of games for the national team, Scholes never seemed to really fit in for the Three Lions. His cooperation with Gerrard and Frank Lampard, arguably two of the greatest midfielders as well, just never seemed to work out. Scholes would often find himself playing left winger in a 4-4-2 formation, and let's just say it wasn't his best position, and England never had huge success even with a very strong lineup because of it. His legacy. Even if Paul Scholes had retired from professional football in 2013, his impact on the game is still felt today. He's highly regarded as one of the best midfielders of his generation, and his name is mentioned alongside the likes of Andreas Iniesta and Xavi as some of the greatest playmakers in the history of the sport. Paul Scholes was an excellent football player who had a long and successful career at the highest level. His passing ability, goal-scoring prowess, and all-around skill had made him one of the most respected and admired players of his time. So, thank you for watching this one, and be sure to check out other videos on our list to see the great history of football.